What's up, everybody? Dr. Sketch here. I thought I'd get in the festive mood and bring to you guys a Nutcracker restoration video. This is a Nutcracker that my mother-in-law gave me yesterday, and I've already started working on it, but I'm not a big fan of the beard that I'm doing so far. But here's the Nutcracker. It did not have a nose. This Nutcracker, the reason why it needs to be restored, it did not have a nose. I didn't like the hair, so I took the hair off. It was just like a fuzzy hair. You can see some of the remnants of the hair. So I took the hair off, and we're going to see if we can get rid of the fuzzy on the hair, or on the head. And I redid the nose. You can see that this didn't have a nose, and I did the nose, and it's still not dry, so I'm going to have to take the heat gun to it, and the beard's not dry either. But the good thing is the mouth still works. It's still got its original pin in there, which is good. The legs and the stand, they look pretty good. Of course, made in China. Everything's made in China. No, is nothing made in the U.S. anymore? Nothing? I mean, seriously. This is wood, for crying out loud. We can't even make a Nutcracker. But anyway, so this is like a Russian style. This is like a Russian style Nutcracker. I'm gonna give it some fine detail. Then what I'll end up doing is I'll probably end up priming the thing, and then I'm gonna redo it. It's gonna look beautiful. So right now I want to focus on the shoulder pieces. Let me see if I can get this down here. Okay, right now I'm going to focus on the shoulder pieces. I didn't mean to flip you off. So we're going to focus on these shoulder pieces here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this clay and I'm going to run it through the old move my my snack, my little peanut butter pieces there. So we're gonna run it through here. I'm gonna put this on the 6. Let's do 6 setting. This has multiple settings. It's got 1, and you can see when I run this through 1, it's not very thin. So when you go all the way up to 6, and it's got 7 on here, if you go to 7, you get almost paper thin. So we'll go to 6, and we'll wind this down. And you can see here, it's got a very transparent texture, but it's almost like paper, but not quite. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. Sorry about the movement of the camera. We're going to take this and we're going to overlap the shoulder like so. So I'm going to do this and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got the shoulder wrapped up. What we're going to do is I'm going to dip one of my silicone styluses here. It's a silicone tool, silicone tip. So as you can see right there, it's a silicone tip. This has got the metal tip on the end, on the other end. But I'm going to use the silicone tip. I'm going to dip it in the baby oil. Oops, I got too much. Dip it in the baby oil gel, and then I'm going to get some of this off of here. Come over here and kind of wipe it down, and you can see here. I'm going to smooth it out on the edges next to the shoulder. So we're going to smooth that out. Just so you don't get kind of in the creases there. Smooth that out really good. Maybe get a little bit of extra oil and smooth it. This baby oil gel is perfect for this type of clay. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take my little handy dandy notebook, no, I mean knife, Blue's Clues reference there, and we're going to gently go around this clay, cutting in a line. Be careful when you're using those knives too. Those things are sharp, obviously. So you just want to kind of tear the excess off. And you can see here, you've got some more excess. So you want to take that excess off, just kind of gently, very gently cut that off. And then you want to take this side and this side, you want to cut it gently off. You're going to have some overlapping, but that's okay because this is supposed to be like a material. So that's why we cut it off, because it's going to be like a material. So I'm going to get this smoothed out using my silicone tool. And I'll be right. Okay, so I did some stuff. This is the piece that I was working on. As you can tell, I found out these arms come off. There's just like a little nail. There's like a little nail built into the wood, and then there's a wood, like a wood dowel hanging out. So I just simply just took them off. I also took off his hat. His hat did not just come right off. It took the heat gun to be able to take this off. It had a ton of glue on it. So here's what the hat looks like. It's got that little wood dowel in there holding it on. I also sanded it down, and I sanded down the face. I finished heating this. So this is solid now. The beard's solid now. I'm probably going to add more onto the beard later, but I wanted to work on this piece here. And so this piece here, you can see it has, I don't know what you call these. Maybe you can put down in the comment below what these are called, since I'm not going to Google it right now. But I wanted to put these neat little, you've seen these like shoulder pieces on soldiers. And I wanted to put this neat little shoulder piece on this soldier because we're going to make him a decorated officer. I may not be historically accurate with the things that I put on this thing, but I'm one of those people that I love more is, more is less, you know what I'm saying? Or no, what do they call that? I like accessories. So the more dangles, what do you call those things, man? The more accessories, we'll just call them accessories, like this. The more accessories that you have on a figure, it just makes the figure, it makes the creation, it makes it more artistically appealing, more aesthetically appealing. Don't you just love that word, aesthetically? Aesthetically. It makes it more aesthetically appealing. So when I added this, you can tell, because I use the heat gun, and now this is hard too. So this is more aesthetically appealing than this was. But this is, I did the cap on this one. So now I'm going to do the other thing right here and just put like a little cap piece and some strips going down on this one too. And then we'll start working on other areas. But right now we're going to work on getting the second piece so we can get his arm back on. All right, be back. All right, so here he is partly done. I went ahead and I put, on the hat, I used a texture so that I wrapped it in the Sculpey skin, which is just Sculpey ran through this little guy and made into a skin type. So I wrapped this wooden hat in that, and I did some scale work so that it would look more like fur. Then I came down and I did his eyebrows, so they too would look like eyebrows. Then I did his mustache, and I finished his beard, so it's workable. Gave him a little medallion, gave him a belt buckle. I didn't like the way his coat was painted on. It felt like it needed to be sculpted to make it pop out, to make it look like a coat. So I added this texture here a little skin here to make it pop out, so it looked like it was an actual jacket or a coat. Then I added these little buttons, which are going to be gold. His cuffs. I added his cuffs. One for each side. I added some hair. So there's some hair on his head and some mutton chops. I noticed his nose cracked, so I'm going to have to fix that before I do the primer. Coming down to his cuffs on his boots. I wanted to add some cuffs to the boots, and you can see the back end is cracked there on the wood, so I'm going to have to fill that in with some wood filler. But yeah, I like this. I like the way this is turning out. It's looking really good. I'm excited to see the finished project. I think we're going to add a few little things here and there to him, and then we're going to do the primer, and then we'll be right back and show you guys how that looks. Alright folks, so here it is. Here's the finished project. You can see I did a full paint job. I added this little ribbon there, and yeah, I added quite a few things. So this is what he looks like after all is said and done. I don't think I did too bad of a job, and I even gave it a little cartoony feel, which I actually kind of like that in this Nutcracker. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it, considering. I mean, it was, you know, damaged and everything, and just a regular Nutcracker. This is kind of cool. So alright, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And until next time, hey, keep sketching.